What's up everyone, I'm here with another episode of the show Granophyre. Today I brought a new amp. I bought this amp for two reasons. First of all, worth the hype. Second of all, I think you may know I have my company, Electric Audio, and we are investing in new captures for Tonex, Quad Cortex, Camper, you name it. So I think this is a very good acquisition for my studio here, and to be honest, I really want to try this amp. First of all, many thanks to Mr. Kayobu, who sold me this beast here. He has every single high gain metal whatever amp in the planet in his collection. So let's talk about the hype, because the owner of this company, Omega Ampworks, he's Mick Thomson's guitar tech, and Mick Thompson used this amp's live. So there is a bunch of hype around this amp. Everybody says it's kind of magical. I don't think so, but let's talk about it. But first, let's listen to this piece in a mixed context. Very cool, right? So, after lots of amplifiers that I have here, you know, Randall, Marshall, Mesa Boogies, I have a bunch of high gain and awesome tube amps, even the last Mesa Boogie Badlander. You know what? Every high gain amp, they tend to sound very similar. Don't get me wrong, they're awesome. Some amps, they have their own thing, but most of the time, they tend to sound very close each other. The really big difference gonna be on the speakers. When you change the speaker, you change everything. Talking about speakers, for the purpose of this video, I'm going to use, and I use for record the guitars, this pack of impulse response from Christian Cole. You may know his channel, it's an awesome producer. If you want to grab this impulse response pack, link on the description. Those impulse responses based on the DV-77, the Mick Thompson signature speakers. Those speakers was developed in conjunction with Mike, the owner of the Omega Ampworks. So it's supposed to match so well, the amp with those speakers, and it's awesome. At the end of the day, I realized the amp is not like, oh my god, it's gonna change your life or nothing like this. It's an awesome, very good boutique metal tube amplifier. But it's really cool, and I was surprised with other stuff. You know, more than metal riffs, he has his own thing more than the metal riffs and modern metal stuff, you know, because most of the time this amplifier is related with that kind of music. For solos, high gain solos, shred stuff, it's really beautiful. As you were able to listen on the mix on the beginning of the video, I thought the tone of solo is brutal, and I didn't use any pedal in the front of the amp. Nothing. Just for the 7-string guitar, on one channel I use my Mud Killer from Electric Audio in the front of the amp just to make it even more tight. But the left channel, for even riffs with the 7-string guitar, I didn't use anything. Just the amplifier and those impulse response that I mentioned. The fact that I don't use any pedal and I achieve a very brutal and tight metal tone, it's amazing. So let's take a look at the features of this beast. First of all, it's a 1-channel amp. It's not like the Obsidian. Obsidian has 2 channels. Here you're going to have 1 channel but with 2 voices, low gain and high gain, bass, mids and treble. Level, that's really cool because you can really compress the power section because you have the level after the preamp and the master of the power amp, so you can send lots of signal into the power, and this is really cool. Voice, you're going to have a scooped mids here, very cool, and very open mids. Master, depth and detail. It's going to be like a presence control, but it's more than that. That brings more grit into the high-end signal. So let's take a look, first of all, with these settings here, into the Christian Cole impulse response to the DV-77. This is the tone. Amazing, right? Just the guitar into the amp. That's it. No pedal, no nothing. And there is no post-production here. You listen just the amplifier into the impulse response, and that's it. No compressor, no equalizers. I forgot to mention that my signal flow here is going to be my signature A1.6 Silas Cannibalismo Solar into the amp. I use the AMG 81, AMG 60, and the SA on the middle. As you can see, it's super tight, and I have like a little bit more than 12 o'clock gain on the low gain settings. Okay, let's mess up with this controls here. Let's see this voice. Very raw. Scooped in a good way. Okay, I prefer this one right now. Let's mess up with the detail here just to see how powerful this control. but as you can see, brings a bite of and make it even more tight. The tone, it's amazing. Let's try high gain settings here. More balls, right? Let's try something more hard rock, more hair metal-ish. Low gain, less gain here, more mids, less depth. Little bit more gain, maybe like this. Could be more gain. Let's see. Let's make it a little bit more scooped, high gain, maybe try a Metallica trash tone here, more bass. Let's see how it sounds. Pretty versatile, right? Brutal when you scoop them. It's here, not here. Here's on 12 o'clock, but let's bring back some mids, even with this voice scoop. I'm being very honest here, you know, it's, yeah, because it's amazing right now. It's, I never stop to play like into the impulse response through the monitors of the studio, and it's kind of, it's quite surprising now. Oh my God, it's really brutal. So let's try the settings of the solo that I use on the song. I think was something like this. you know, this has this, the way the low frequencies distorted, it's really cool. Like, it's, you know, sound, I'm with the 24 frets guitar, and even with 24 frets, the neck pickup sounds like a Les Paul in 22 frets. Because the bass is so special. I really like this, the tone of the solo without anything in the front of the amp. Now it's super muddy because it's on a high gain settings with all the gain way up. Let's check this thing with the 7-string guitar. This is the Orange by Dino Cazzari's signature with the machete, I cannot remember the name of this pickup. It's active pickup. It's a way more hot than any other active pickup ever. So let's decrease the gain here and put on the low gain settings. And let's watch this video. Well, I think that's it. I think I love this guy here. As I said, I don't think it's impossible to reach the same kind of tone with other amp, but this one make it everything easier. So let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm going to make some comparisons with other amps, even with my Badlander, which was my last love here on the studio. Again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, check my last single and my stuff on those digital streaming platforms here. And I think that's it. Hope you guys liked this video. Don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up. See you next time.